dirty dog?
What up, everybody? It's good to see ya. Happy Taco Tuesday. Standoff question mark. I don't know why it's standoff. Title should have been changed. I don't know why. Still, on my side, it's right. It should be a LA City Council meeting. So shit, yeah, we got LA City Council coming up. It's good to see you guys. Happy Taco Tuesday, like I said. Hopefully you guys are ready, because I'm ready. Yeah, I got my coffee, got all my stuff done. Oh, perfect timing here. There we go. There's Herman right there with the Braille guy. That's what I'm talking about. Why am I not hearing it? They don't have their volume up, I'm guessing. Yeah, because it should be on. It should be full blast. They don't have their volume on, so... Oh, there we go. See, they been listening to me and shit. They ain't trying to get me. Fuck you guys. Yup, they trying to get somebody with their stupid music. Shout out to the DEI hire. What's up, Terry? Good morning. How are you? What's up, Sav? What up, Herdy? What's up, Andrew? What's up, Jimmy Lee, for being first? Man, they still doing it. They still got that shit up in there. They trying to get somebody. Fuck your music. Fuck your music. Mr. Herman in front. The Braille guy is Mr. Herman right there. Got the Braille guy up in that joint. At least those two for sure. Still got the music popping. What's up, Kimmy? What's up, Packy? What's up, Phil? What's up, Skeletor, Sir Westro, Dogs, Lit Dad, BJ? It's good to see you. You're out of here? Oh, okay. I get it. Enjoy your lunch.
So today is Tuesday, the 25th
I'll see you later tonight.
of February in the year
Enjoy your
2025.
day.
My name is Marquis Aristotle. I serve as chair of this council. Public comment will be taken in person for today's meeting. Mr. Clerk,
What's up,
let's begin our proceedings by calling the roll.
What's up, Sean?
Blumenfield, Harris,
Garrett,
Dawson, Hernandez,
Mark,
Hutt, Harado, Lee,
Unknown,
McOsker, Nazarian,
second to
Padilla,
none.
Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto
Electric,
Martinez, Yaroslavsky,
Crystals,
11 members
$500.
present, and a
Alex
quorum,
Riley,
Mr. President.
Shape.
All right. First order of business.
Approval of the minutes of February
JDF.
21st, 2025.
Councilmember Lee moves. Councilmember Rodriguez seconds. What's next?
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
Councilmember Hutt moves. Councilmember Park second.
Mr. President, today is Tuesday, and it's time for the flag salute.
All right. I will ask everybody in the chamber to rise and
Hi,
follow
Jan.
along with
Hi,
Councilmember
Amy.
Tim McOsker of the 1-5
Good.
in the Pledge of
Man,
Allegiance.
it's empty in there.
Thank you.
Holy smokes.
Please rise.
There's nobody
Face our
in there.
flag. Right hand over
Nobody
the
in
heart.
there. What's up, Scorpius?
I
This might
pledge
be a
allegiance to the
20-minute
flag
meeting today.
of the United States of America and to the republic.
They've done their
which
best to
stands
kill out all
one
the
nation,
city
under
council.
God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I don't know. There might be people
Thank you so
outside
much.
waiting
Mr.
to
Clerk,
get in.
let's run through our agenda.
Let's hope.
Yes, Mr. President,
What's up,
there
Frank?
is a request to continue
Hi, Chris.
item 5 to April 8th,
Sound now.
2025, as well as to continue
It's DEI
item
sound guy, that
25
ain't me.
1 week to Tuesday, March 4th, 2025.
All right, that's items 8.
When they play the
and
music,
item
I can't
5.
play the
Without
music.
objection,
It'll
that'll be the
give me a
order.
It
copyright
was
violation.
item
I
5
don't want it.
and item
I don't want
25.
it.
Item 5 and 25, okay. All right, what's next?
Items 1 through 5 are items noticed for public hearing. Items 6 through 27 are items for which public hearings have been held. Items 28 through 37 are items for which public hearings have not been held. Items 38 through
As does. How are
47
you?
are closed session items considered
out
by
to
the
you and the rest
Budget
of
and
England.
Finance Committee.
UK in the house.
All right, without objection, those items are now before us. Specials members on the west side of the building,
No,
Mr.
he's
Lee.
there from time to time, Track.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Just another
I do have some
clerk.
questions on item number 38.
The other ones are
of
busy.
Closed session. I was wondering if we could have a city attorney talk to us and
What's up, Dodgers?
just sort of explain to us the case.
Okay, item number 38, and we will ask the city attorney's office to make those folks available.
And if we can call item number 26 for a separate vote, please.
All right, and item 26.
They don't
All
even know
right,
how to say it. Mitch.
Councilmember Jurado.
Probably mess it up. Oh, there's
Thank
the
you,
great
Council
panderer.
President. I'd like to call item 1 special to move to note and file, and call item 32 special for a separate vote.
All right. Without
And-
objection, do we need a vote on the note and file, or can...
We will need a second for the note and file.
I don't
All
know,
right.
Grant.
Councilmember Hernandez seconds.
Nope, J-Rod. Nope.
And the city attorney is saying that
I'm heating the
it
first
would
one
be
up.
best for the council to take public comment on item 1.
All right.
Thank you guys.
All right.
Matt
Any others
Irma
on the
for
west
great-
side? Seeing none.
great
All right.
coffee
On this
cup.
side, Councilmember
Thank you
Rahman.
to BJ for the coffee.
Can I call
She's gone, I
item
think, but-
25?
Thank you, BJ.
I have to be recused from it because I serve on the AQMD board, and this is a matter that's before AQMD. Item 27, I have brief comments, and item 32 for a separate
Hi,
vote.
Sky.
I can share
Hi,
your
Cubby.
folder.
Okay.
Morning, Shell.
Councilmember Rahman, item number 25 has already been, I believe, continued to March 4th.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry. I didn't hear.
Oh, I'm
No
sorry.
worries.
I'm not paying attention.
All right. So no recusal, but you're special for comments, right? All right. Councilmember Price.
Mr. President, out of an abundance of caution, I'm recusing myself
Oh,
from
there's
item
Grady.
21.
Shout out to
Because
Grady.
it's unclear to me what organizations are working on these projects. Additionally, the city attorney has asked me to recuse from item 26 because I am a landlord. And lastly, I'm recusing from item 29 because my wife's employer has worked with this organization in the past.
Got it.
21, 26, and 29.
All right. Thank you. Any other specials members? Anywhere? Anywhere? All right. What items are available for the council to vote on at this time?
The council may now vote on items 6 through 20, 22
They postponed his
through
arraignment
24.
as it does
that's
happen
it.
from time
All
to
right.
time, Kenneth.
Those items are now
Think
before
you
us.
got
Let's
it.
open the roll.
Two more
Close
weeks
the roll.
for a
Tabulate
stay of
the vote.
execution, in a sense.
13 eyes.
All right.
It was supposed to be last week that he was in
next, Mr.
court.
Clerk?
They pushed it a couple weeks
Mr.
later.
President,
so.
would you like to
Now
take
it's March, second
the
week of
items called special for comment, but already had public comment, or would
That
you
would-
like to go into?
That would be great.
Great.
How many
So
shots? None for
the
me. I don't
council
know about
can now
you.
take up
All right, everybody.
item 27, called special for comments by Councilmember Rahman.
Hi, Christina.
All right. Item number 27,
morning.
Councilmember
Hi,
Rahman.
Kat. How are you?
Thank you so much.
Good morning, Kat.
This is,
Your boyfriend's not
I think,
there.
an
Hopefully
issue that
he's
is
hiding
important
from us,
for
but he's
all of us
there.
across the city, but something that we feel very keenly in Council District 4, which is home to multiple studios and
You're
so
welcome,
many people who
XPT.
work in the entertainment industry. Last year, on the heels of dual writers and actors strikes, or 2 years ago now,
just do this really quick, guys.
Governor Newsom announced a proposal to expand the film and television tax credit program to offer $750 million in incentives.
To bribe them to just come
LA
back after
is
you tax
Hollywood.
the shit out of them.
We all
Got
know
it.
that.
Totally
Um,
understand.
and
Totally understand.
Now what we're seeing
You
is
killed,
a time
you shot
when
yourself
more and
in
more
the foot, and now
productions
you
are
want them
moving
back.
out of
Got
the
it.
state
Totally
and even
got
out of
it.
the country
Democrat
because
way.
of these tax credits that other places are
The
offering.
Democrat way.
It has become more cost effective sometimes to shoot in other places that are made
Yeah.
to look like LA than to
Yeah.
shoot in LA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of the
Because-
costs that we're seeing here.
Because of your
Yet
idiotic
my husband
policy.
works in this industry.
Say it
He's
right,
known this
ramen
for a long
noodle.
time. The crews here
Noodle,
are
noodle, noodle.
unparalleled.
We know you can't tell the truth.
And we need to bring production
We
back.
get it.
And I think this
You're a
is an
fucking
important
liar. You
tool for
always
Los
will be.
Angeles to be able to see
All your people are liars.
greater economic prosperity and to bring production back to this industry.
To bring it
and
back
the resolution
means it
before
was
you
here
really
at one
affirms
time.
our
Why did
city's
it leave?
support
They don't
for
want to
this
talk
work.
about why it left. They don't want to talk
All right.
about
Thank
why
you
it
so much,
left.
Councilmember Rahman. Seeing no other comments
Due
on
to
this item,
them,
let's
they
open the
left,
roll.
and now they're
Close
angry.
the
Wait a
roll.
minute, we don't have
Tabulate
all
the
that
vote.
money to squander. We lost all that money, so let's lower
13
their
ayes.
taxation so
All right,
we
what's
can bring
next?
them back.
Mr. President, the
Got
council
it.
may now take up items
Got it.
21 and 26 separately, and I believe Councilmember Price will be recusing on both items.
All right.
I couldn't hit that, Kenneth. I'd need a roll of duct
So
tape,
before council
3 popsicle
would be
sticks,
item 21.
All right.
a nose.
Let's open the roll on 21.
What is it called? A
Close
nose
the
plug,
roll. Tabulate the vote.
like you wear when you're swimming. I'd need a
13
blindfold.
Now before
I
council
need some
would be
sign-
item 26.
some, sound
called
canceling
special for a
headphones.
separate vote by Councilmember
A bottle of
All
Viagra.
right. And is this also
a porn
recusal?
going off
Yes.
on the
All
side.
right. So Mr. Price is recused again. It's called special by Mr. Lee for a separate vote. Let's open the roll.
And
Close the roll. Tabulate the vote.
I don't know. Maybe that's it.
7 eyes, 6 no.
Yeah.
Six
I don't even
noes.
think she's close to hot, Kenneth.
the item has failed.
I wouldn't give her a 2 out of
All
10.
right. What's next?
There's nothing attractive about
Mr.
that woman.
President,
As soon
would
as she
council
opens
like
her
to
mouth,
take up
it
the
makes it
items-
even
the
worse. She's
closed
a
session
minus
items
2.
considered by the Budget and Finance Committee.
And a paper bag, yes.
Yeah, do we,
For me,
yes, are
not
the
for
city
her.
attorneys present?
I can't
for
see
that
nothing
discussion?
behind the blindfold.
I believe they're on their way, but I don't know, Mr. Clerk, are we voting on the settlements for which there are recommendations?
The council may vote on the closed session items not called special, which would be items 39 through 47. If council would like to hold item 38 on the desk for Councilmember
No,
Lee.
Nebraska.
All
There's
right,
no
let's
point.
hold item 38, and then we can proceed.
You
with
got to
the rest.
remember, just because you come down and sign
So I
up
will
doesn't mean you
read
get to
the
talk.
recommendations for
So I'm not
items
driving an hour
39
each
through
way.
47.
$30 to park, plus
For
an
item
hour or
39
two
in
of
the
sitting
case
here
entitled
to
Cindy
not
Witt
get
versus
picked.
the City of Los Angeles
That ain't
et al.,
happening.
there is
I
a
value my
recommendation to
time more than
expend
that.
up to $180,000 plus applicable interest and settlement. For item 40 in the case entitled Juana Yvette Busby Arango versus the City of Los Angeles et al., there is a recommendation to expend up to $190,000 in settlement. For item 41 in the case entitled Joseph John McCann Jr. versus D. Corral Plaza LLC et al., there is a recommendation to expend up to $300,000 in settlement.
300.
For item 42 in the case entitled Celeste Haiti Echeverria DeFranco versus the County of Los Angeles et al., there is a recommendation to expend up to $200,000 in settlement. For item 43
Almost $1 million
in the case
gone.
entitled Sean Hendizadeh versus the City of Los Angeles Department of Building and Safety et al., there is a recommendation to expend up to $185,000 in settlement.
So we're over $1 million.
For item 44 in the case entitled Guadalupe Castrelon de Leon versus the City of Los Angeles et al., there is a recommendation to expend up to $250,000 in settlement.
1.2.
For item 45 in the case entitled Maria Estrada versus the City of Los Angeles et al., there is a recommendation to expend up to $200,000 in settlement. For item 46 in the case entitled Efronia Manukian versus the City of Los Angeles et al., there is a recommendation to expend up to $550,000 in settlement. For
$2
item
million?
47 in the case entitled Jesse Reyes versus the City of Los Angeles, there is a recommendation to expend up to $1.5 million in
Wow.
settlement.
3.5 million lost.
All right. Those
Thanks
settlements
to
have been
these
read into the
idiot,
record. Those
dumb
items
DEI,
are,
incompetent
now
fucks.
before the council. If there are no comments, let's open the roll.
Fool's over here
Close the
chewing
roll,
gum,
tabulate
ain't
the
got
vote.
no goddamn tie on.
14 eyes.
Fucking shame.
All right, what's next?
Surprised
Would
he's
council
here
like
on time.
to go into public comment?
Yes, let's do public comment, and we will come back to the closed session once our city attorney is here. So we'll read the instructions for public comment into the record now and begin.
I mean, who chews gum like that? When you're the leader of the pack, spit your fucking gum out. Clown ass DEI hire. Jesus Christ. I wonder why the city's
Providing
such a
public
toilet.
comment. When it is your turn to speak, please state which of the agenda items you'd like to speak to. You will have 1 minute per item, up to 3 minutes total for
Gro's
the
right
items
there. Look at him.
open for
Gro got his hair
public comment.
cut.
When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many
Gro got
speakers
cut.
as we can. If you are not on topic,
Why
or
should
if
we
we
do this?
cannot
Hold
tell
on.
whether you are on topic, you will get one brief warning from me or the council president. At that point, you need to get immediately and clearly on topic.
There you go, bloodbath.
If you do not do so,
It's
if
our
you
money.
again stray off topic, you will forfeit the rest of your speaking time, and we will move on to the next speaker. The items open for public comment on the agenda are items 1 through 4 and items 28 through 37. So again,
Looks like he's
the
going
items that
gray
are
on
open
that
for
right
public
side.
comment on the agenda
Grays are coming
items
in.
1 through 4 and items 28 through 37. Item number 5 has been continued to March 8th. I'm sorry, April 8th, 2025. Members of the public may also speak for up to 1 minute for general public comment. During general public comment, members of the public may speak to any of the items or anything else in the city's subject matter jurisdiction. One more announcement, if I could have the interpreter make this aloud to the room. If you require a Spanish language interpreter, please
All right,
make
so
sure
we
to
got the
pause
great
every few
panderer,
sentences so that the interpreters can interpret.
We got the
Si usted
Braille guy.
requiere
We got
interpretación en
Herman.
español,
We got
asegúrese de
Spindler.
hacer pausa entre cada
We got
canto de
5.
sus oraciones para que el intérprete pueda interpretar.
Don't worry, we
And
will
Stacy's
hold your
there.
time
There's
so you,
6.
when the interpreters are interpreting, so you will get the same amount of time as everyone else. Thank you.
No se preocupe, vamos a
I
detener
don't
el
see
reloj
3
y
inch
de esa
shrimp,
manera
but he
usted
might
va
be
a tener
outside.
la misma cantidad de tiempo que los demás.
All 3 inches might be outside.
I will now call names to speak. Ward Osborne, Sarah Brad, Kevin Anthony, Joe Doe, Cox Courtney.
Cox Courtney. There he is. There's the Braille guy.
Good morning, Councilor. Public comment. That's it.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
I see you. I recognize one of your deputy city attorneys here. I remember them many years ago, and they called themselves a certified specialist, and they didn't like being corrected in front of the judge.
Batman.
Hope that young lady remembers that. Probably doesn't. I do have to say, thanks to the city attorney's office and the clerk's office, LAPD was schooled regarding providing Braille to a member of the public. I wish to thank the city attorney's office and the city clerk's office. According to LAPD, they're allowed to lie under a court case, under the Supreme Court case 1969, Fury versus Cap, that they're allowed to lie to people, including anybody that needs help under American with Disability Act. So this captain lied. He never contacted Internal Affairs. Lied, and he's fine with it. So he's a piece of fucking garbage in my book. Thank you.
She's busy looking for a new job, Buck. Busy trying to find a new job that pays money like that. Good luck finding anything that pays money like that.
I believe there is a request.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Send item 47 urgent forthwith.
Viewer discretion advised.
And that will require a vote.
All right. Let's open the roll on calling sending 47 forthwith.
Urgent forthwith.
Urgent forthwith. Really, really fast. All right. Close the roll. Tabulate the vote.
Look at him fucking back.
14 eyes.
All right.
With his cape on, he's flicking everybody off. I love it. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Good morning. You have, Mr. Herman, you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
So we have some problems with our street lights in the Kerwin Place Street. However, the buckethead attorney up there has denied the protest to confirm the assessment. And shall we ask why? To the councilwoman, Ms. Giordardo, who's ignored her constituents' concerns about their safety for lighting in CD14? Well, she's not going to address that because after this morning, Nazarian tried to take over her chair and demand that a certain particular person has only one fucking warning. However, when we look at item number 2,
it is the Dark
Mr.
Knight.
Grope, as you try to figure out my nuts, that off 112th Street in the city of Compton, where you know us niggas roll, understand what street lighting are for. But we don't need them. We don't need to be exposed to why we run our city the way we do, Mr. Grote, you communist dog eater, because we know what we do in Compton. We know what Compton's all about. Oh, yeah. Look at item number 4, Bloomfield, as you slide off your chair to have a discussion. This is in CD6. CD6 is the so-called Imelda Padilla, who's not here because Tracy got demoted, just like Monica Rodriguez demoted. But let's stay on topic. Now look at all these slip and falls. How many slip and falls can we have in Los Angeles?
I'm sorry, Mr. Herman, which item are you speaking to?
Nigga, I'm talking about the slip and fall. The settlement, niggas. The
public
old
comment has already been held, so that is not open for public
explain.
comment. You're welcome to speak to it during general if you'd like, but please stick to the items that are open for now.
Okay, so let's go to 38. That's the one that's open, isn't it? Isn't 38?
Public comment is not open on item 38 either.
Again, once again, I'm trying to stay on topic, but I'm being groped by an attorney.
This is your last warning. Stick to the agenda items, or I'm going to move you to general public comment.
All right.
The rules apply to you the same as they do everybody else.
So Mrs. Crawley.
Which item is this about?
Well, God damn it, I'm on non-agenda public comment,
Okay,
you
so you
dumb
have 1 minute
asshole.
for general public comment. Go ahead.
That's why I'm calling on Mrs. Crawley.
That's the fire chief.
Mrs. Crawley. Bum, bum, bum. Why did the mayor fire you? We don't know. Mrs. Crawley. Bum, bum, bum. Where did you have to go? We're complaining about the mayor who fired you.
So, Mr. Herman, you're welcome to sing during your public comment, but I'm going to ask that you please do not cup your hands, as it creates feedback in our microphones and goes directly into our interpreters' ears.
What's that, fool?
Smoking scan. There's one.
What you got to say? You communist dog eater?
If you would listen while I'm trying to give you instructions, please do not cup your hands.
Mayor at the time of the fires. What the fuck did he do to stop the fires? He was the acting mayor. And then we got another asshole by the name of Mr. Lee that wants to run for mayor. So we got a fucked up system and we got a fucked up way. So on behalf of Smoke and Scan, fuck you for the record.
Next speaker.
There's two. There's Batman, everybody. The Dark Knight.
I would like to call more names.
The Dark Knight.
Chen Yun, Candice Vick, Rommel L, Joe M, JC Camera.
JC Camera.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General comment?
No handcuffing.
So you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, President Harris, Dawson. My name's Kevin Anthony. 30 years ago, I was a job training contractor for the city of LA. I was training and placing homeless people in employment. And one of them called me a couple weeks ago. He said, Kev, I'm a construction superintendent in Florida. I just built a $90 million shopping center and condo. He was homeless on Venice. And the reason I'm speaking today is that these funds, we know Elon Musk, who gets $8 million a day from government funds, is going to come out here and try to take them.
Oh,
we need you, our city
don't like
council,
Elon?
to stand up and to stop him from doing that. I
You're
really
fired.
believe this then. I believe it now. What makes America great is when we invest in our people. Thank you very much.
Oh, Elon got you.
Emotional damage.
You're fired. Oh, you mad at Elon, but you wasn't mad at Joe wasting your money on Sesame Street and Gazan rappers. Got it, you fucking puppet.
Thank you, Mr. City Attorney.
Sit down.
Please begin your Google Translate. Thank you. Item number 1. 冚咗咪那陣咪寫，做嚟充滿咗買個買對，尋那麼個路浸浸嚟一隻，做嚟冇嚟從咁麼嚟寫，下個咪也在咪寫，做在充買嚟也個買對。
Look at him dancing in the hall. In the aisle.
用從來嘢錯，仲在從來做買奶街買死，任從門內。Item number 2. 我們從機構入車構，做冇哋嘅入從機構入尋萬農業操過，入萬到10步。Thank you, Google Translate. 入萬從機構入機構，做冇那個入從車道，入尋萬啦，入萬到4，入萬從別道。 呀，尋馬來少，那馬達呀到，那百家的熱度一早，呀那馬那呀從街道，又做馬到那呀潮咪水，曬東咪呀那未死，做在從萬里呀個咪對，入從藝中藝入從咪耶穌，從藝從萬路嘅那咪使。 三當咪呀那咪使，做在從咪嚟呀個乜水，呀站到街道用從到街道，做在無數呀路卡萬死，入從嚟死。 Item number
Slaps.
3. Thank you very much, Council President. Google Translate. Number 3. 愛臨禮我急妻感情也愛心對，暗來冚冚怕喺冚乃改猜冚退，冚乃冚西我心海四個尋來人類，昂來你尋莫一莫去，愛啦送我小可。播成芥菜心裏，為你叫插也成局尋四龍一對，任那海風再吹，洗不加心中眼淚，難道令我永遠心碎 ？Thank you very much, Google Translate, and then general public comment. Thank you very much. Mr. City Attorney, I'm asking you to help, especially our Mr. Herman is here. I'm really scared the ICE will deport me out of this country, and I want to ask our council president for help. I'm really in fear that they will deport me, so I want to ask our city council member and the city attorney and our mayor, can we find Mr. Donald Harlan? Because if I get married with Donald Harlan, then I can stay. If I can get married with Harlan Sachs, I can stay. And then if I can get married with Armando Herman, I can stay. So I want to ask all of our Figueroa girl, will you marry me? Please, I want to stay with my American dream. I came here illegally. I avoided the bullets of Border Patrol. I avoided the bullets of LAPD. I want to get married with Donald Harlan so I can stay in the city of LA. Will you marry me? Thank you.
Before the next speaker speaks, I would like to call more
Sorry,
names.
he's already married.
Bobby
Cat's
M,
taking him.
Jason Jenkins, Rob Kwan, Richard Serrano, Asher Jacobs.
Jason Jenkins got a shout out. Shout out to Jason.
morning.
We got
Which
Rob
items
Kwan
would you
there.
like to speak to?
Didn't even notice. All right, everybody.
Smoke.
Speaker, which items would you like to speak to?
General comment.
Said Richard
And
Serrano.
feel
Oh,
free to
Robot
move the
Lady?
microphone up if it's
That
easier for
Robot
you.
Dog?
You have 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
My name is Candace Vick, and I am here regarding the rent registry. I have 4 questions. 1, where did the rent registry come from? I don't remember seeing it on a ballot, as I have voted on every ballot since I was 18 years old. How did it start? Which year did the rent registry start? Where do the funds go that are collected from the homeowners, landlords, and corporations that pay to the rent registry? And who decided on the additional $31.05 for the just cause ordinance? Where do the funds go? I have been trying to get answers to those questions for the last 3 months. And no one has, they have emailed me and gave me 2 numbers to the Housing Authority, and the Housing Authority is pointing the finger back at the City Council. So if somebody in here could please be kind and answer my questions, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Good morning, Grote. I'd like to speak on
Rob Kwan.
28, 32, 33, 36 in general.
So you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
So item 36 is on our Van Nuys City Hall meeting. Happy to see this. Wherever she is, Imelda Padilla, thank you. Just want to note that I believe Councilmember Nazarian sent out in his newsletter that
that is
this
Richard.
is going
He's
to be
right
a
there in the
monthly
blue.
thing
I didn't notice
every
him.
last Friday, which I think is great, and I think we should put it in our rules. We should have relevant council rules that we regularly update. I would just note that there are no open agenda items, and when we used to do this back in the day under Herb Wesson, he tried to schedule Valley relevant items open for comment on the Van Nuys City Hall agenda so they could actually weigh in on that stuff. 32 is the Councilmember Yaroslavsky 4118 motion. It is campaign season, so she's got to throw some red meat. Back to the elaborate shell game of 4118. Sad to see how that's turned out. 33 is on E&E Consulting. You all said farewell to David Huron. I do find it interesting that he made in 2023 between total pay and benefits $183,000, and now for 8 months of work he's going to make $150,000. So for all the staffers here, know that you can just leave and go be a consultant for your council member and get a raise from $15K per month to almost $19K per month. Sounds a little weird, but we have to defer to Bob. It's his budget. 28, this is on our local emergency. There's all this bickering still about money for LAFD, and I want to know, where is that transfer? That still hasn't happened. We're not going to have an FSR until March. All this talk about them getting their budget restored, they were being put through a budget reduction exercise just to experiment. When the fire was breaking out, how can they make an assumption that the mayor and the council are actually going to come through months later and reimburse them? This is just a master class in scapegoating. All Crowley did was refuse to fall on the sword. She was being walked off the plank and refused to fall on the sword, and now you're throwing her under the bus. I think our council president, who, mind you, was acting mayor at the time of the fire and the days leading up to it, should apologize to LA. There was no contact with the fire chief on his part, apparently, in the days leading up to it. We had a fire. Councilmember Park announced it at the meeting, and then he didn't text her, didn't reach out. 4 p.m. was the first time he saw her. This guy loves canceling and curtailing these council meetings and had a perfect excuse to cancel that meeting on January 7th so he could get to work as acting mayor.
You've exhausted your time on this item, but you can continue this during general if you'd like.
I want an after-action report from the council president. Isn't it kind of weird to ask for an after-action report from the person evaluating themselves? I don't know. Maybe we should just proactively release all those pending CPRA requests that are sitting in front of your office. Maybe I should request a CPRA for a list of all the CPRAs that are outstanding. Bob said after the fire, business as usual cannot exist. We have to fundamentally change the way we do things in this city so that we can grow back in a strong way. Where is that Charter Reform Commission? How do we deliver systemic change? And I just want the council president to know that what's coming this week is just the beginning. And he's just as culpable as the mayor. You made me do this. I did everything I could to avoid it. I reached out to your staff and her staff 8 different times. Councilmember Rodriguez is left as a chaos agent. Apparently, I'm going to have to do the same thing now. The only thing that works here is shame. I want you to remember, think back to Nuri, Herb, Paul. I don't always get what I want. But I forced every single one of them repeatedly to do things they didn't want to do. And guess what? They walked out a hell of a lot weaker and uglier for it.
Shout out to Rob Kwan.
Speaker.
Yeah, Rob's no nonsense. That's what I like about Rob. You know, he doesn't come in a suit and tie, but he knows exactly what he's saying. You don't hear him say every 2 fucking words.
Richard Serrano, general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
I'm here for the
Richard.
first time to defend the mayor's action. Somebody should be held accountable, but it shouldn't be the firefighters that run towards a fire. Marquise Dawson is the acting mayor. Why was he not in communications with the mayor?
Cheers, Terry.
Why was he sitting in this chair during a meeting when he should be across the street in the emergency room? No, but we won't do that because he came from the same nonprofit the mayor came from. God forbid the city remembers that stuff.
I'm sorry. Can we pause Mr. Serrano's time? I'm sorry.
He's got his Dodger
Mr.
shirt
Spindler,
on.
you know these rules.
Mr.
You're here at almost
Don't
every
get
single
kicked
meeting.
out, Spindler.
Please do not disrupt another person's public comment, as I'm sure they will not disrupt your public comment. This is your first and only formal warning. I'm sorry, Mr. Serrano. Go ahead.
He's already getting in trouble.
3 weeks ago, I came here, Black History Month. We sat outside for 4 hours while you did celebrations in the hall in front of the mayor's office. And Ms. Crowley was sitting there talking to me for 15 of those 20 minutes that I was here, knowing it was going to be long. Monica Rodriguez, if you know something, say something. You sound like Yolanda Saldivar, the one that killed Selena. I know something, but I'll tell you later.
Next speaker.
There he is, Richard Serrano. I haven't seen him in a while. And guys, the under-over for who's sitting right there is going to be 7. Under over 7.
Council members,
Oh, the Great Panderer.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
I would like to speak to number 4 and number 28 and public comment, please.
Okay, so you have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
Thank you. Number 4 has to do with the sale of alcohol. You know, it's said that these punks, that group of kids yesterday that beat up that one individual,
Smoking scam?
Had been at a local liquor store trying to get alcohol. Now, you know, I'm against liquor stores, but the fact is the parents of these kids need to be held accountable. The last thing I want to see is a child go to prison, because you know what's going to happen to them? The same thing that they were doing to that one individual, and even worse, they're going to get raped, sodomized, and believe me, when they get hit, they're going to get hit hard, because if you watch that video, these guys couldn't hurt a fly. When you get 20 kids on one guy and he's barely injured, that's not much of a tough group. They're not from the barrio, they're not from the hood. So again, let's try to limit our opening of liquor stores. Item 28, let's go to 28. I too stand with Mayor Bass. I'll stand with her until re-election, and then Miss Rodriguez, I might be looking at you. But Mr. Dawson, this falls on you, sir. You were the mayor at that time. You were the one that failed this city. Just as you have taken away our right to call in, and even though I don't want to listen to Jason and his perversions, I don't mind not being able to call in.
You're welcome to talk to Mr. Attorney General if you'd like.
Mr. City Attorney, you told me that you were going to get the meeting back online so we could at least watch the line, sir.
This is...
Sir, I'm talking about the city of Los Angeles.
Yes, this is general public comment.
That's 2 for Jason.
So you need to speak to the items. I'm going to move you to general. Okay. Moving to general, please. You have 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. City Attorney. You know, I made a comment about the tourist production they did the other day. You know, watching it again, it wasn't bad, but it was all 1984. I love L.A. Come on now. This is the city of white, yellow, black, or brown. This is L.A., everybody's town. I would like to see someone with all the talent in this great city come up with a new song. So why don't we try a new song? Why don't we try something different? We have until 28, right? Come on. We can't come up with something better? I look forward to... I'm going to submit something on Friday, Mr. Dawson, and maybe we can get things going, get a new song for the city of L.A. Oh, and if the fire in Porter Ranch would have taken place and we wouldn't have had the blessing of God by having rain, I would have called it the John Lee fire, because I've tried everything possible to stop all the smoking and drugs that are going on Reseda Boulevard. Thank you.
And members of the public, so the last speaker mentioned something about the live feed for the meetings. I just confirmed that this meeting is streaming out on the internet, so you should still be able to view the meeting from online.
Yeah, go on a smoking skin.
Go ahead. Next speaker, Mr. Candido.
We have 3
this is
times
no longer,
the amount
you've
of
been given
people
your
they have in their
opportunity
room.
for public comment.
Maybe even 5 right now.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
And it's their
I'll
stream.
take all items and general public comment.
Artist?
Okay, so you have 3
and
minutes for the
song
items
title.
and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the
Both.
items. Go
I
ahead.
need them both.
Okay, I'll begin with item 37. This is $25,000 for quote-unquote additional homeless services. This organization is called SHARE! Exclamation point. As I've said before, oftentimes we see motions to put funding towards housing and homelessness, and it seems like a good thing, but what often ends up happening is this is funding that just gets funneled into the homelessness industrial complex. It pays for salaries and wages for people to have cushy jobs, and the people who need it, the unhoused residents, they don't get the services required. So it would be better to just save all this money to acquire housing to put unhoused residents in and make them housed residents. We have item 34, which is a motion to
what about their utilities, Stace?
$38 down the toilet for lighting up City Hall. Finance and Budget Committee Chair Bob Blumenfeld said in last year's budget day he doesn't know why these motions to light up City Hall cost over $400. He has no idea, but he thinks we should still do it. Mind you, we have we're in a budget crisis. We're in a deficit, and if the reserves get too low, we have to declare a fiscal emergency. So I don't think it makes much sense to be flushing $438 down the toilet for the sake of lights. I'd really appreciate it if the council members engaged in conversation would pay due attention to the public that's speaking. That's President Marquise and Hugo. That's Heather and John Lee. That's Nithya and Bob. That's Tim and Adrin. Literally none of y'all are listening.
Nope.
So I would appreciate it if you would listen. We are under an emergency, rightfully so, because of conditions from the fires. I would love to enroll as a disaster service worker if anyone from personnel wants to reach out to me. Item 29 has Kevin De Leon's name on it. We're still not past that racist guy that you all embraced after giving up on, after declaring that you weren't going to go through with business as usual. We have a 4118 motion from Katie Yaroslavsky. I'm wondering if Tracy Park puts a smiley face on every motion she seconds or just the ones that criminalize homelessness. Again, I would respectfully ask the president and Hugo and Nithya and Bob and Heather and John to please pay attention. I know that you guys have conversations you want to have, but is public comment really the time you should be doing that?
So
Thank
you're
you,
welcome
City
to speak to
Attorney.
this during general
I'll
if
get
you'd
right back
like.
onto the items here. Thank you for having a motion to hold a meeting at the Van Nuys City Hall. That's a good step towards access, is putting the meetings on the last Friday of the month in the Valley. That's helpful for a lot of Valley residents. What would be even better is to reinstate phone comment along with that, so that everyone has better
General
access.
public comment?
In January, when flames broke out, the fire department was without several of their engines that couldn't be maintained due to budget cuts. Why did the mayor decide to fly to Africa when the wind was high? She knew about the danger. She said in a tweet that it was life-threatening. Now she is scapegoating
Abba, what song?
by firing Chief Crowley. Where's the mayor's accountability?
Dancing Queen ABBA.
Chief Crowley
Robo, you win.
had to work with meager funding. Who's to blame for budget cuts to the LAFD? It's not the chief. Council should support Chief Crowley. Congrats on 100K Smoke and Skin.
Oh,
Next
thank
speaker.
you. Let's go. 19-time Grammy Award winner Stacy Segar Bollinger. That's our third shout out. And Robo, you're the winner because you gave
So
the
before
first
the next speaker
artist
begins, I'm just going to
and
ask that
song
everybody
title
please
together.
hold your pause, your cheers, your jeers, whatever, until after the public commenter is done. Good morning, Speaker. You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general.
Viewer
Please begin with
discretion
the
is
items. Go ahead.
advised.
Thank you. And we get to the first item, number 4, CD6 Imelda, supporting alcohol. Why, that crazy bitch. Look what she's doing here. Stocking the fucking shelves at the Super King. She calls it El Rey Grande. Yes. So you see, you go to the Super King, which is next door to all the other liquor stores, and you know about this, McOsker, as an Irishman. You know, you drink a little too much, and you go home and slap the old lady around. You know how it works. This was what you used to do before there were gyms in the HOA. You know, you get your exercise. A lot of fat fucking men do that because these fat fucking men can't get the nice skinny girls, and they get drunk, get the courage, and slap their bitch around. So remember, everybody, if you go to CD6, Imelda says get drunk and slap your bitch. I don't agree with her.
What about number 4?
Holy shit.
Let's see here. We're going to talk on it again and see if Pumpkinhead picks up on it, that dumb shit, because he's not paying attention today. So, number 4, there's a liquor license over.
So you've already exhausted your 1 minute on this item. Please move on to another item.
No, don't do it.
I'm sorry.
Ow!
I told you he's listening. The guy comes from a jungle.
Okay, this is your last warning. I'm going to move you to general.
All right, so now we'll talk to Bob Blobbenblood, the Hebrew piece of shit on number 30, the Haines Street Greenway project. The There is no greenway. There is no green belt. It's all fucking bullshit. Vote no on it. Then we have, is that the liquor license? Let's see, climate, consulting. No, it's a consulting contract for Burr Blood. He's going to send the money to Israel, in my opinion. Vote no. And then number 36. We're going to have another meeting in filthy, dirty, nigger-infested Van Nuys. No on number 36. Marchese doesn't want to drive the Van Nuys. He only drives the Van Nuys, in my opinion, if he's looking for pot and prostitutes, the two P's. But I don't think a Friday morning is good. Let's hold an evening meeting around 8 o'clock. And then, Marchese, I'll drive you around the valley, and I'll show you where the places are to party after the meeting. We'll show you where you could get the best
Stay on topic, please, or I'm going to move you to general.
I'm trying to talk about 36. The fucking meeting, introducing, oh, there we go, Eunices. You're looking fatter, thank you.
All right, not on the agenda. General public comment, you have 1 minute.
Big fat cow moo. So as you see here, if you look at the camera, we have the illustrious Sergeant Duarte. We have the illustrious Sergeant Clark, who should be fired, in my opinion, over in the corner conspiring with staffers of Marchese Harris Dawson, because apparently somebody got a little shovey today with a Channel 5 reporter. But you can't hear the video. So I will attempt to demonstrate what the video sounded like. Hi. I'm from Graciano. I'm from Channel 5. Mr. Harris Dawson, you're such a beautiful man.
Get out of my motherfucking way, bitch. I'm gonna answer your question.
Ow! I got hit.
And that's about how it works.
That's right, people. So remember, if you go near Marchese, you're going to get bitch slapped by his staff. Keep at least 20 feet away from this abuser.
Speaker, your time has expired.
Under over 7.
Next speaker.
Under over 7. Hurry up.
All items and general public comment.
Okay, good morning. You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
All right, so let's start off with item 28. That is the declaration of the local emergency related to the wildfires. You know, that emergency that the mayor has been completely bungling the whole time. You know, I mean, she wasn't even in the city at the beginning of it. And you know, she fires the chief after the chief criticizes her. So I guess don't speak about your budget cut, because the LAPD needs more money, or you get fired. So yeah, that's apparently how it works in this city. And I saw several of you were standing behind Bass supporting her while she did her press conference announcing it. And you know, it took a while because the fire department was understaffed and they couldn't put out the fires quickly, so more damage, more destruction. You can't even get that eviction moratorium because you gotta have the landlords pleased. They can throw their tenants out on the street to get terrorized by the city of 4019. Speaking of which, we have item, where is it? We have a 4118 motion from Katie Yaroslavsky, CD5. No on 4118. Abolish 4118. It's not doing anything. All it's doing is harming unhoused people and forcing them to move down the block while they get no housing and services. So now all the people getting evicted because of the fires will now deal with 4118. So great job, everyone. We have item 29. We're still apparently working on the backlog of the motions from the disgraced, racist former council member Kevin De Leon. Why are we still even entertaining his motions at all his motions that he introduced at the end? I mean, is the delay at least that, you know, Isabel was auditing these motions to see what was going on and make with them? I mean, but I doubt it, because you were all eager to keep approving his motions during the whole last council. Okay, so yeah, just to keep enabling that racism. Let's see, even after he's gone, we have Let's see, is there anything else I was going to speak on? We have lighting up City Hall for Bulgarian National Liberation Day. Yeah, fine, but I mean, not that you probably are doing much for Bulgarian Americans, but we have the light. But you know, but you do this lighting up City Hall, blowing more money, so that you can do this virtue signaling. Why is it so difficult to light up City Hall, apparently? Should it just be like you can easily have the technology, just have the night person just select the color using a computer screen. Come on. All right, so we have general public comment for how many of you are listening? Listen, I mean, are you even hearing me with all your staffers and
I'm sorry,
members?
Mr. Kwan, please do not disrupt public comment. So,
can any of them even hear my public comment with all the staffers around the room loudly talking? You know, I can barely hear myself speak here with all this noise around this horseshoe here. So I doubt any of you could hear me even if you wanted to. But of course, none of you pay attention. We've got Soto Martinez and Staffer B over there chatting. We've got, you know, let's see, we've got, looks like Padilla chatting with their staffer. I don't know what you're doing up there, Marquise. Why don't you reinstate some call and comments so it's easier to give public comment at these meetings? I don't know, maybe you're recording that podcast you have, a weird podcast. And finally, you all should be speaking more about all the immigration raids Trump is doing. It's really awful.
11. You guys are the winners on the over side. Oh, he's mad about Elon and Trump.
You're fired.
Oh, boy.
All right. Thank everybody who came for public comment at this time. Mr. Clerk, what items first? Let me start with item number 38. Call special by Mr. Lee. No. Are you prepared for us to take a vote on this at this time?
Yes, I am.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. So Mr. Lee.
I can't count the snorts.
With item 38. Would you like to speak on it?
No, Mr. President, I'd like
I counted 10, but
also,
either way, it doesn't matter.
move
It's
to
over
note and
7.
File item number 26.
Okay. All right.
Second.
All right. So I'll second Mr. Lee's motion to note and file item number 26. All right. So let's vote on.
Mr. President, if I may, for item number 38, I will read in the recommendations before the vote.
Got it.
For item 38 in the case entitled Flying Food Group LLC versus the City of Los Angeles, there is a recommendation to approve the city attorney's recommendations.
All right. So that item is before us. Number 38. Let's open the roll.
Yeah,
Close
I didn't
the
know
roll.
he had a
Tabulate the
podcast.
vote.
15 ayes.
We need to go watch his
All right.
Podcast.
What's next?
See how awesome he is. Maybe he's got a call-in segment there.
Mr. President, the council may now take up items 2 through 4.
All right. Items 2 through 4. Oh, sorry. Go on, sir.
2 through 4, 28, 30, 31, and 33 through 37.
All right. Let's open the roll on these items. Close the roll. Tabulate the vote.
15 ayes.
All 15
All right,
ayes.
what's next?
What a shocker, Billy.
The council
I'm
may now
shocked.
take up item 1, which was a motion introduced by Councilmember Jurado to note and file the item.
All right.
Flying Foods, that's the
That
place
is
that makes
before
the
us. Let's
food
open the
when you
roll.
eat on the plane.
Close the roll.
You know how
Tabulate
you
the
eat a
vote.
meal on your plane trip?
15 ayes.
Flying Foods is the ones
right,
that make the meals for you.
The council may now take up item 32, called special for
They
comments
work
by
at
Councilmember
LAX.
Jurado and for a separate
know.
vote for Councilmember Rahman.
All right. Councilmember Jurado of the 14th District for comments.
What happened to my mask? What mask are you referring to?
All right. Only for a separate vote. All right. Let's open the roll on that
Which
item.
mask are you talking about? The
Close
only time
the
I've
roll.
ever worn a
Tabulate the
mask was
vote.
on Halloween. It's a Slipknot mask.
11 ayes, 4 noes.
If that's
All right,
what you're
what's
referring
next?
to, then they're in the closet.
Mr. President, the council may now take up item 29, and Councilmember Price is recused.
Let's do 26 first so we can keep Mr. Price here and then make that one last.
I believe Councilmember Price is also recused from
Oh, he's
26.
recused on both, so all right. Later.
Would council like to
Later.
take 26 first?
We can do it in any order. I thought we were saving him a trip out to the hallway.
So before council would be item 29.
All right.
Oh, you mean that mask?
Item
You mean
number
the ski
29
mask?
is before us. Let's
Yeah, well,
open the
that
roll.
when we do the ski
close
mask
the roll.
hits.
Tabulate the vote.
It's the only time
14
I wear the
eyes.
mask. If that's what you're talking about. Oh, there's Audit LA. She came in late.
You wanted
Maybe-
29 for
maybe
comment?
she was at the LAPD
All right.
Comment
commission.
before the vote. Sorry.
We would
already
appreciate
voted.
hearing your comments at this time.
Thank you. Oh, I can make the comment. Thank you, Council President. I just wanted to highlight Olga Propio, which is a project by New Economics for Women that will be building in El Sereno to help make sure that multifamily homes exist and that renters and El Sereno residents can benefit from it, especially women that have been impacted by domestic violence. New has historically been an affordable housing developer focused on
Sure,
the
there's
many
plenty of
ways
shit
in
you do
which
bad,
women
Buck
that were in
Nasty. The
positions like
difference
me
between you
could
and
really
I is
find
I'm not caring
stability,
about it.
be great parents, and be of service to their community. So I'm excited to support this project, and I
nosy.
voted yes. And I hope you all vote yes. I guess you all voted yes. So thank you for that on this item.
Thank you for your
Okay.
persuasive comments,
nosy.
Councilmember Hurado. All right,
Up,
what's
Taiji?
next?
Mr.
I gotta
President,
clean the
before
rig.
council would be
I'm gonna clean the
item
rig
26
today,
and there
Taiji.
was a motion to note
Set
and
it all
file,
up.
introduced
try
by
it.
Councilmember Lee, seconded by Councilmember Harris Dawson.
All right, let's open
Gotta
the roll
start
on that
slow
item.
though.
And before the council,
while
the vote
since I did any
is
jabs.
on the motion to note and file.
What's up, Silver?
So again, the vote on the underlying item, this is item number 26, which council voted on earlier. That vote was 7-6. So we are not voting on the underlying item, but as
Fuck
the clerk
them, Lone
said,
Silencer.
there's been a new motion to receive and file
That's what they're
item
saying.
26 itself. So this vote is on the receiving and filing of item 26.
All right, item 26 is now before us. Let's open the roll, close the roll,
over, Daryl.
tabulate the vote.
Need to rewind.
14 eyes.
All right, what's next?
Public comments finished.
Mr.
Let-
President, I believe
as I know.
there are motions for posting and referral.
Those motions are posted and referred.
That's what I
The
figured.
desk
Lord.
is clear.
All right, announcements, members. Announcements to the west. Announcements to the east, seeing none. I'll ask everyone in the chamber to stand for adjourning motions. Ask if there are any adjourning motions on the east side of the horseshoe
I just live life on my own accord.
and on the west side of the
Bubble.
horseshoe.
I don't live for anybody.
Seeing none, we are adjourned. Thank you so much, everybody.
There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. How long was it here? 56 minutes in and out. 56. See the difference when they don't come in and give us 4 fucking presentations of the knee bending so they can get the votes from those 4 different individual groups? You see how that works? We're in a hole. We went from a windfall to a deficit, yet we're still wasting probably hundreds of thousands of dollars on these stupid fucking awards that are framed and not framed. It's just ridiculous. How about cutting that right there? We can get back to that when we have more money. How about that? How about that? So yeah, it's totally a dog and pony show. Oh, yeah, I'd rewind it if you haven't seen it, Pat, for sure. It's worth the rewind. Because it's really, really quick, and it's all of the, what do you call it? It's all the regulars, realistically. We got it. Almost everybody was a regular, except for the one chick that spoke, I think, first. She was the only one who, wasn't a regular. Everybody else was a regular. You know? When we really look at it, we got 8 people to come in there, and Audit LA, had she not been a little late, she would have been another reg. You know what I mean? So it would have been a day of regulars, which is what we want. At least I want. I don't know about y'all. I mean, you guys know where the gold's at. And, it's good to see 3-inch shrimp give it up to Mr. Harlan and Mr. Sachs. Mr. Harlan, Mr. Sachs, if you're watching, come on down. We just want to see that you're okay. That's it. Just want to see if you aight. What's whose name? Marcus? Who you talking about? Who are you talking about? Well, I think at some point they're going to have to do it. So all they're doing is just, punishing the public. They'll blame it all on Jason. But it doesn't matter anyways, because we know if Jason didn't even exist in this dimension, on this planet, okay, they'd still be figuring out a way to shut you down. And while they give you any little crumb of freedom of speech, they're not listening to it anyway. So what difference does it make at that point? You know what I mean? What difference does it make? It really makes no difference. It shouldn't. That girl's cute. Yeah, and they're partying in Thailand. Fucking like 2 a.m. 2:11 in the morning in Thailand. These places are going for the next, I don't know, half hour or something. I think they close at like 3 o'clock-ish, maybe. 2:33, in that range. Yeah, and think about it, Jason's an easy cop-out. But it doesn't matter. This has been going on for years. And it's so funny how they crashed out on Jason, but not on Mr. Herman or Mr. Spindler and all the stuff they say. I think I've only heard Jason say one thing when it came to actual racism, and that was calling fucking the great Pandora an N-hater. N-hating Candido. That's the only time. It's the only time you ever heard him utter a word that had to do with any type of racist shit. He's always called up and just talked about how his name, he's a smoke and scam viewer, and what's going on Figueroa. I mean, that's pretty much it. And that crushed him. Just talking about fictitious things that are going down on Figueroa. I mean, I don't know. They might even be real. It might even be real. Sorry, Jay. It might all be real, and I don't even know it. But the mere thought of them knowing even if it's fake or not, literally crushed him out. That's it. I don't know what else to say. Wow. Ski mask, maybe? Oh, yeah. Talking about, yeah. That's the only thing I could think of. Was the ski mask. Man. Why is everybody in like shorts? Because they're right next to the beach, I believe. This is like a beach area. So you see people coming off the beach, and I would assume, I've never been to Thailand, but I would assume it's probably 80 fucking degrees or damn close. Something like that. Right now. 80 degrees at fucking 2:15 in the morning. So, yeah. That's why you see everybody all shorts up and no hoodies, and chicks are all in dresses or shorts. It's just too hot. It's hot and sticky. It's like Florida. Fuck all that mess. Look at these dudes. See, they don't even have their shirts on. Like, fuck that. I'm going to sweat through my shirt. I might as well just sweat. Sweaty balls, I bet, Cubby. I bet. You got a bat wing going. Good old bat wings. Yeah, I trip out. This is a trippy little place. Seen jorts. Jorts are back in, I think. I think that's like a new thing again. Yeah, see, he's got jorts right there. Right? I think those are jorts. It looks like it. Like, jorts are back. Like Jenko jeans and all that shit. That shit's back. The 90s clothing is back. I actually see people bailing like fucking the big pants. And, of course, all the sheep. As soon as that dude, what was it, Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl, when he was wearing the bell bottoms, of course, the sheep had to run out and get the bell bottoms because you got to wear what he wears. That's what the sheep do. Is it raining all of a sudden? Holy shit. Dude, look at that. It wasn't raining, and now all of a sudden it's raining. Isn't that crazy? Bro, true Florida weather. Shit was nice and sunny and nice, and now all of a sudden it's 82 degrees and it's raining at fucking 2 in the morning. Oh, boy. Up. Someone's going to go down running in the rain. Someone's going down running in the rain. He's got some jorts. We could do a hella jort count over here. Come on. It'll come back in a sec. Take a look at the skiers live in Minnesota. Kids having fun. There we go. It's back now. Sometimes it trips out that cam. But, see? Some people don't care. They're just walking in the rain, not even giving zero fucks. They're like, this feels great. It's hot as shit right now. This shit feels great. Oh, yeah, you're going to see somebody go down running around in flip-flops like this dude's wearing some slides. He can't be bailing like they can't be running. They all got mandals and slides on. They ain't even trying to wear socks. A little shower came running through. No, I think it's under an overhang. Although, you know, otherwise we would have saw it get wet by now. They partying in the rain in Thailand. Yes, we'll be live tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, the joint count would be heavy. That was an Edgar, a Taiwanese Edgar. Or a Thailander Edgar, they're everywhere. Get some fungi on your feet. Some people just don't care. These chicks ain't caring. Like, whatever. Whatever the fuck ever. I mean, it's not pouring, you know. And it is enough to get you wet, that's for sure. And all the way down the street, you can see all the bars are packed, so. Can't see in the strip club, otherwise we'd get in trouble. Oh, he's going into the strip club. He's going to get some. Oh, nope. He made a detour. Got the cigarette smoke club right here. Shit yeah, man. Shit yeah, party boys. Yeah. Oh, it's starting to rain again. A little more now. You can see right here. You can see it all coming off the roof over there. Oh, now you can see them running because it's coming down a little heavier. Dude, we're about to see somebody take a fucking spill. Uh-oh, he's running in mandals with his fanny pack. They're trying to get out like, fuck, let's just go get a beer right here, man. It's fucking raining. You want a lady boy? There's definitely plenty of lady boys there for him. There's some real ones too. Real girls, real boys. A little bit of everything for everybody. Whatever you like. And it's free entry right here, so if you want to get your ass up in there, you'll see a little bit of everything. With his Merce, yeah, a lot of them. They love the Merces out here. There's a pack of dangerous chicks right there. There's 5 of them. Sitting at the rail getting faded, dancing. One's all tatted up. Sheesh. That's a dangerous pile of ladies. Alright, let's do one more bang and then I guess I'm out of here for now. We'll be back at 8 o'clock. Alright. Faceplant. Yeah, dude, I see a lot of people fucking fall. In fact, they filled the hole. Look at the square, right? Look to the right of it. Yeah, you can see like it's almost white little cement. Doesn't look like the rest of the tiles that are on the ground. The bricks. You can see there was a hole right there, and you'd see people just walking, and they're not paying attention, and they'd go in there, and their foot would roll. So somebody filled that, and that's recent. But I'd watch them right there. They'd all be rolling their ankle. Whap! Ah! Where Stinks in the front room. Remember, I feed him right before I go on here. He eats at like 10 o'clock, so he gets all full and then gets into his food coma. All right, everybody, last bag. Smoke. This is This is in Kosumi. I think that's what it's called, Kosumi. That is the beach town. A lot of people thought it was Bangkok for a while, but no, it's Kosumi. And we have our friend, our Smoke and Scan family member, Steve. He's in Phuket. He's always saying Phuket's party town, too. Apparently, there's a lot of places in Thailand. If you want to go and drink and have fun and do that kind of stuff, go bar hop. Passport bros everywhere. Shit, yeah, man. Get you a fine lady. And shit, you're rich if you make 10 grand a year, you're like rich. You're wealthy. He makes almost 1,000 a month. He's balling. Oh my God, Thai prison? Yeah, I wouldn't want to go there. Good thing is I'm pretty sure they made weed legal here. So you could literally fly in and buy weed at their little dispensary. Or dispensaries. Smoke that weed. Because, I mean, I don't give a fuck about drinking. I mean, sure, I'd partake in a few beers since I'm here. I'm not driving. I'm not doing anything. Might as well. What's up, Joseph? Just watch a little bit of Thailand. Live. Looks like the rain has stopped. So, shit, yeah. Is that Eunices right there? Rolling with her girlfriend? With her big old titties? That's you, Eunices, huh? You have a friend in Thailand, Marcus? Yeah. A lot of people come in here from Thailand. A lot of Americans move there, It's like the Philippines where you can have something really nice for a quarter of the money that you're paying here. Not to mention if you're a man, a lot of times the women might be a bit nicer and less judgmental. I don't really hear too many women moving off to these kinds of places. They'd rather be alone and just live here. So, yeah, it's a bit different. Yeah, Joseph, that's what I think just came through a couple minutes ago. It was dry as fuck. No rain anywhere. All of a sudden, the fucking ground's all wet. So, guessing a little cell came through, dumped a little water, off it went. An island life. Yeah, you got to get you a Merce, that's for sure. They all have Merces. See, even the chicks got their same things. Well, what you don't see is anybody, what do you call it, over, like, dressed. Looking at the camera. Nobody's, like, in a jacket or anything. Everybody's in something light. Yeah, so I'm telling you, Michael. I'm pretty sure they made it legal there. You can just go get your weed. You ain't got to bring nothing. That's what I like about, like, going to Amsterdam. Get the same weed, basically, that you're smoking here. Not to mention all the hash, which you're not finding here, for the most part, like that. So you can try all the different hash they have. Moroccan and all the good stuff. And the good thing about the hash is it's so, like, dirt cheap, man. At least when I was there, it was like $6 a gram. Maybe 10. Fucking cheap. You gotta match. With your Merce and your jorts. Whoever's selling the Merces out there probably is making a killing. It's probably the same guy selling all the jorts. It's like a Passport Bro starter kit. What do you think? Soon there are not going to be any women left. They're just going to cherry pick all the good ones, and that's it. Then we can't even go there anymore. That's going to be it. The hash is king. Yeah. A lot of folks like hash there. And I figured, I smoke enough weed here. I'm not really going to find anything that crazy there. So I figured let's enjoy some other stuff that they've got. It might be fun, like all the good hash. Yeah, but RSO is not really getting you high, Jamie. That's not the point of RSO. It's more for the CBD. You know what I mean? For the healing properties of RSO. Hash is getting you faded. I don't know if you've ever had hash, but it's much more mellow. Really sedated feel. It's nice. It's calming. It's calming, man. Not to mention you get a big old fucking nugget of it. And I don't know if you've ever used, like I said, hash. It doesn't burn very fast. So it takes a while. Even the smallest little morsel you put on a fucking end of a, like a paper clip. Heat that. Just hit the smoke that's coming off it. And dude, that even a little piece, like literally the size of a pea. 1 pea. It'll take you a little while to smoke that. It's going to burn for 5 minutes. As to where if I gave you a little pea of weed in a bong, and it'd be done. You'd be finished. Yeah. Is it raining again? No. Alright. Get out of here. But thanks for hanging, guys. At least we got a decent meeting. And we didn't have to deal with any of the fat, which is awesome. Cut all the fat out. Can you imagine if it was that way every day? It would be fantastic. In and out. Boom. It would be fucking fantastic. I'm going to get out of here for now. Hey, what's up with all the THCA stuff on the internet? Cheap as hell. It's really cheap. It's just THCA. Yeah, it's supposed to be, like concentrate. Concentrated THC, where it's like, it's what do you call it? Like 100%. Some of it. So, it's not cut at all. And again, anytime you overload the market with anything, I don't care what it is, tennis shoes, cars, weed, it's going to drive the price down. There's less demand, there's more product. It's a problem. That's not a recipe for good things. That's a recipe for undercutting each other till you can sell it. It'll keep dropping until you find a bottom point. But, THCA is good stuff. Like I said, I have a little here. I smoke it every once in a while, but that's just to get really lit. Like, I'm not using it on the show. It's just too much for me to smoke and try to work and keep my mind going. So, that's the problem. Like I said, if we were all just sitting around talking, having a good time smoking, shit, we'll go bowl to bowl all day long. It's all butane bullshit. Well, again, I don't smoke concentrates or eat edibles from people that I don't know. That's for sure. That's why I always go to Martinez, man, because I know Martinez is smoking what he's giving me. So I know he's not trying to poison himself, and it's always good weed. So there is that. And that's why I do what I do. That's why I don't just be go to the dispensary and get some random cart out of a pen. Fuck that. That shitty ass concentrates they're putting in there. Shitty sauce. Shitty oil. Yeah. Just my way of looking at it. Yeah, Harry, it's worth a try. Like I said, here when it first came out, I don't know, 7-8 years ago when it was first really big, it was about $100 a gram for THCA. Really, it tastes phenomenal. I still have some, like I said, in here. I'm not going to show it because it doesn't look like weed. If you saw it, you'd be like, there's no way that's cannabis. But it actually is. So I don't get suspended. I won't be showing you that. But yeah, I just use it like I said when I'm partying, whatever. Everybody's around. We want to get super faded for whatever reason. So chit-chat. I am on later tonight. I'm on at 8 o'clock tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific time, so please adjust to your time zone. Set your timer. Yeah, some hash from Portugal. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. All the good stuff from Portugal and Spain, all them good places. Morocco. All right, I'm going to get out of here. But thank you guys for the likes, the love, the donos, of course, as always. Thank you for the thumbs ups. They work, and they are free. Thank you for everything you do for each other and for me. I will see you later tonight at 8 p.m., like I said. So please, 8 p.m. Pacific time, so please adjust to your time zone. Keep the notifications on in case we get a chase in the next 12 minutes. I'll hop back on and we'll be watching the chase. So you got to remember that. Other than that, I guess that's it. On behalf of Stinks, who didn't show up, and myself, we're out of here for now. See you at 8.
This party is officially over.
Yeah, you guys. I'm going home.